Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. If you're new here, I'm Melanie and I do food hauls amongst a few other things. So today it's my weekly food haul. I'm sorry about the lighting, it's probably about 7:30 at night. So I'm having to use artificial lighting and the husky now wants something. You're gonna have to wait. Every time I film and talk, the husky appears. So the shopping's been on about 5 hours. The chilled stuff's in the fridge, so there will be a part 2, but that won't go up on the same day. But in Asda I spent 65, 78, 88, something like that. 65, 65.98, and in Aldi £58 too. I didn't need to buy as many meals as normal. One of the meals I'm going to do for myself is tuna pasta anyway. I think I've got 4 for myself. I'm going to have tuna pasta as the 5th. I'll find some in for the 6th and the 7th. I don't really need anything. But there's 6 meals for the other person. But yeah, Aldi's going to be first. Like I said, there will be a second video with the chilled stuff. So we have swing bean liners because mine are low. I potentially have enough for the week, maybe more, but I know they're low and I'd rather have some ready just in case. I spotted these in the middle aisle. I'm really sorry about the shadow, there's nothing I can do. I'll try and keep it shadowless if possible. Saw this in the middle aisle. It wasn't super expensive. I believe it was about £1.50. And I like tricolour pasta. If you've seen my hauls in the last few months, you'll see that when I do get pasta, it typically is tricolour pasta. I do have plain pastas as well, but I just like this. I'm quite looking at the receipt to try and find the pasta. For some reason, I can't see it unless I've completely gone blind. Which I think I have, because I've looked up and down it about 4 times now. Oh, gourmet pasta, £1.59, I won't even pointing at it. But doesn't it look really good? So, thought I'd get that. If you watched my haul from 2 weeks ago, I got the coffee pods because I do have the Krups Nespresso. It's not been used for a couple of years because I did get the virtual one. And I don't want to buy the pods for that because they're expensive unless I see them on offer. So I got the Krups one back out and it's making the sound and everything, but the liquid's not coming out. I've not had a real good look at it. I had a quick look at it. I am going to try and fix it because obviously I've got some coffee pods and I do prefer that to these. But obviously because it's still not working, I've got a pack of these. And this is what I was drinking last week because I didn't have any Nescafe ones. I then got Waves. I was wondering why they were open on Mac Day last week. No, they're open because I had to have a packet when I came in from the dog walk at like 5 o'clock or whatever it was, because I was so hungry and lightheaded. And I picked them up. They're not for me because I mean I'd probably eat them, but it's not the type of flavour I would go for. Some Ritz original minis. There's not going to be as many snacks as normal because there's still bits and pieces around. Little British baby potatoes. Oh, sorry doggy. She's literally right next to my feet. I don't know how I'm going to do the rest of this now. I always forget to get these from Aldi and I spotted them today. Do you know, I wasn't even looking because I was like, I'll just get them in Asda, and I spotted them. I was like, oh, I'll get them in Aldi now. I think there's still a pack of these left from last week. 6 golden yolk eggs. I literally used up all my eggs. Oh, ibuprofen. Black beans because I'm making a Mexican bean soup. The dog's in the way. And I spotted this on the middle aisle, even though I don't have any tacos. I got it to have in the cupboard. They had the spicy one and they had this one. And they had a couple other things, but I thought it's good for the cupboard. Like, you know, sometimes when you're looking for food ideas for the next week or for that week and you might have the stuff in or you might go and buy it. I basically got that. Now we're going on to Asda. I've been using the Aldi one, the ginger and something. I've had it twice now. Really like it. It's literally about to run out. I was going to get it again in Aldi. Totally forgot. This is what I've used for years and years and years. This is the best hand wash I've ever had. Like, it's better than the Aldi one, but the Aldi one is an 8 out of 10 and this is a 10 out of 10. So I would get the Aldi one because it is slightly cheaper. but I do like this, so I'm going to have this for a change. Triple Action mouthwash. I got the big deodorant in water, well, it's meant to be watermelon, I don't know what it is. I think I had the small one. Now, I got this one out of all the others because this was on offer. I'm going to look at the receipt because it's still expensive. Has anyone noticed that deodorants have gone up quite a lot? And I don't know why, but they're not as cheap as they were. $2.50, and I think this is normally either $3.50 or $4.50 because the Dove one that I liked and had for ages with the orange lid, that's now $4.50 for the big one. So I wanted to get something that I knew I liked. So, by the way, this smells really nice. When I was walking the dog, and like I've got a t-shirt on, there was several occasions where I was walking down the street, and I'd pass someone, I'd be like, God, they smell nice. Like, I didn't say it to them. And I'd carry on walking, I'd still be able to smell it, and I'm like, oh, it's still lingering. And this happened a few times before I eventually realised it was actually me, and I was wearing this deodorant. So, because when I put it on, I was like, it don't smell amazing. Like, it don't smell horrible, but when I'm walking along and I can smell it, I'm like, this is actually really good. So I would recommend that one. Caramel latte, if you don't know, I have nicer ones for breakfast, like my morning coffee. I mean, I don't always have it at breakfast time. And then if I want another coffee, I go for the cheaper ones. But obviously, if my Nespresso machine was working, do you know what's the bad thing is? All my kitchen appliances are now black. Except for the mini deep fat fryer, which is black and dark grey, and the air fryer's black with a bit of silver on top. But everything used to be that colour. But yeah, until I can sort that out, I'm having to have these. And once that's sorted out, I'll have as many of them I want a day because they're a lot cheaper. She's had one of these already. Oh, there's some in the other room. There's it's by the Good Boy range, and it's this chicken thing, and it says it's alternative to what are leather chews called? I mean, they're not leather, but hide. I think it says it's an alternative to hide because the last few times she's had hide, and she's not had it for a long time now, it made her unwell. Well, it made her sick. So I stopped giving her hide chews, even though she loves them, and she'd had them for a long time before she had these 2 or 3 bad episodes with it. So now if she's going to have something big, it has to be something that isn't hide. So she's got that big one, but there's a reason behind her having that, which I can't say right now, but I think it was $2.25. So we've got these. She's had one of these today. I actually should have got her do you know, last week I got her the small pack and she was having them for breakfast because she's gone off dental sticks. I actually picked up dental sticks. I don't know what size I got. I think the medium, so there's 5 in there. So she's going to need a dental kind of treat in the week because that's going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I only got a 1 pack of the sticks purely because she's got at least 1 full pack in the drawer, at least. So I mean, I should have got 2 because, you know, they kept selling out and there was weeks when they didn't have them. I got the fibre one in strawberry cheesecake. Again, it's still on offer. I would not pay, I think it's saying they're like $2.90 full price. I wouldn't pay that for them. Yeah, they're nice, but I wouldn't pay that. I'm literally struggling to reach across the things because the dog's in the way. So as you know, I normally get the little bars by Cadbury's. They were restocking the shelves. There weren't any on the shelves. I couldn't wait for them to restock it in because they probably were putting it back on the shelf. And when I went back through the shop, because I walked back down it, I did pick this up when I was in that section because I know I like Oreo bites. But when I walked back down the shop to go and get something, I could see they were still stacking the shelves. So I think even if I'd gone back or waited, I think I would have been waiting a long time. I got 6 milk chocolate rice cakes. This is a green curry, not for me, but it's something handy to have for work. Even if you've got your lunch and you just feel hungry. Do you know those days when you're more hungry than others? Like, I mean, it doesn't happen that often to me, maybe like once or twice a month, maybe 3 days. Not always 3 days in a row, but sometimes I want more than my lunch, but this isn't for me. I was actually meant to get some mug shots or Aldi's version because in the week I was looking for something to snack on or eat, and I went in the cupboard and I had a tomato and herb Aldi mugshot. I can't remember what they were called. I was like, do you know what, I'll try this. I've never tried the Aldi ones before. I've bought them, but not for me. This is the only one that I've got in the house. I love it, and I actually didn't mind it. Now, I've not had a mug shot for a very, very long time, but I like the mug shots, especially the tomato one. So I was going to get another one from Aldi, and I was going to get a mug shot and compare them basically, because they're handy to have in, but I totally forgot. But anyway, Maryland cookies, because when I was in Aldi, I decided just to get the the ones in Asda, which they were the same price as the Aldi ones, but I think these have gone up 5p now. And I feel like I've still got a Maryland in the cupboard, like in the drawer, one bag, and I think I've got one bag of Aldi in the cupboard as well. Pack of limes, which I meant to get in Aldi, but there was two people stood there, and I thought I'll go back round, and I totally forgot. But these were actually an offer in Asda. I think they were 90 or 95p, and they're 110 in Aldi. So because someone was in my way, I actually saved a bit of money. A loaf of bread, because literally that was finished today, but we had it for 2 weeks. Pack of 4 bread rolls. Pack of 4 coconut oil. I would say coconut water toilet rolls. I got these for myself. Lately I've been craving a lot more. I think I go through phases with this. I've been craving savoury snacks. Do you know what I'd really like, and I totally forgot and didn't think about anyway? Some dairy triangles. I like that on them, but I wanted something savoury that I can put stuff on, but I actually haven't bought anything like chicken or anything that I could use. So I mean, I eat these dry anyway, so when I went in my cupboard, which I have tidied, it does have an order to it. I mean, I can't open the one because the dog's there. I discovered all I had was a tin of plum tomatoes, because I bought 2 last week, purely by accident, and I had 1 tin of chopped tomatoes hidden behind a line of tins by Napolina, and it had next month's date on, and I ended up using them in the second recipe I made this week. It was the Mexican bean soup, and I was like, I need to stock up on chopped tomatoes, because I always at least have 2 in the cupboard. Always, bare minimum, I always have 2 in the cupboard, because some weeks, even if I know what I'm going to cook and I buy them for the recipe, sometimes, or if I don't get them, buy them in the shop, I always think, oh, I've got 2 in the cupboard, I'll use them. So I always like to have at least 2 in the cupboard. Now, this is the brand I've been using recently, because one of the recipes that I've been making by Taming Twins, that chicken curry, which I'm going to be making for the 3rd week in a row because I've been enjoying it, it says premium chopped tomatoes. Now, these are 175, not 175, they're 75p by themselves, and I think the cheaper ones are like 60p each, and I know they're not much more expensive, but they don't have any Napolina 4-packs in, because I would get them because they're normally about £3, but I think this was £2.25. Could be wrong, but I wanted 3 or 4 anyway. So I've got this because I don't think I've got enough to make my curry with it. I've got the Asda Zone. It's the cheapest one out of the lot. It's going to last about 3 curries. It's about £2.50. Again, I've had to... Are these different from last week? I'm sure I've got the same ones. The branded ones, still on offer for £1 instead of £1.25. Absolutely none left. So this is the best option. I think these are £1.25 any, but they're not as nice. They're not as thick. I was giving them 2 at a time. They weren't lasting as long. But yeah, I've just got to get what I can get, basically. For the last few weeks, vegan mayo's been on my shopping list. And you can get the Hellmann's one, which is big, like it's a lot bigger than this. I can't remember the size, for £3. This is £3.50. Now, did I say Hellmann's? Heinz. If I didn't say Heinz, I meant Heinz. It's giant, like it's a lot bigger than that, and it's £3. But I would have it, but it's not my favourite. And last few times I've been like, no, I'm going to wait till this is on offer, or any other ones on offer. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I would get the Heinz one if I really was desperate. Now, I don't have any vegan mayo at all. I prefer it to normal mayo, but I would have normal mayo, like, if I had to. But I like vegan mayo. You don't need as much. It's got a creamier taste to it. But I just enjoy it more. Like, you know, I'm not vegan, but there's some things that I prefer that are vegan or vegetarian over the alternative. And today I was like, do you know what? Just get it. You've wanted it for weeks. You've been using... Do you know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get my garlic mayo that I get from Aldi. I think I forgot to put it on my list, and I finished that on Thursday. So I think this is what I'm going to be using if I want any mayo. But yeah, I was like, you've wanted it for weeks now. I probably wanted it before, even 3 weeks ago, but I think for the last 3 weeks it's been on my list, and I've gone up to it and it's like £3.50, and I'm like, but I can get the same size of the normal one for about £2. So I think the favourite one that I've ever had is M&S, but it's been such a long time since I've had the M&S one. This might be the best one. I think Hellmann's was the first one I ever had, and I think I had it in a jar. I got 2 sparkling apple and mango. They're still reduced to 65-ish or 69. These are, I think the rest is from Aldi. So 2 Pepsi Max because they're £1.85 in Aldi. I think the other week they were £1.75 or £1.79. They're now £1.85, but they're £2 in Asda. So obviously I've saved a bit of money. I got this small one. I didn't get a small bottle of Diet Coke, and now I wish I had. The main reason I didn't get it is because it's £1.79, and I'm like, but I can get 2 litres for £2. Not that I want 2 litres. I just prefer the taste of the bottle, and that's why I've been getting it, because I prefer the taste. I can take it out, open it and close it as many times as I want, and that's why I like it. But this is like £1.35 or £1.30, and it's £1.80 for the Diet Coke. So I'm probably going to end up taking a can next week, but I probably will get the Diet Coke because I just like it. They had 3 flavours, vanilla, caramel, and I don't know what the other one was because I didn't pay any attention, because normally if I get a syrup or if I buy a drink, it's always got either caramel or vanilla. Predominantly it will be caramel because I just prefer caramel. It's by Sweet Freedom who do that, the syrup. It should be vegan because the other stuff's vegan. And I got it for when my coffee machine might eventually work. Never had syrups by this brand. It was like $2.99. It wasn't massively expensive. I got, so did I get 5? 5, because there's not much choice. There's this, there's orange and peach, there's white grape and something. Or is it just white grape? I think there was one other, but this is the only one that I really want. And I always put like Ribena or whatever in it. I got Ribena. Yeah, Ribena. So I picked up the elderflower and apple and elderflower, and I was like, no, you've had that the last few times you've got it. I've orange, mango and passion fruit. Managed to get a mango. Do you know what? In the boxes I've noticed, it's like 98% strawberry and then 2 mangoes, but you've got to dig for the mango and the typical at the back, which are hard to get to, and I spotted this. I was like, well, I'm having it. Ginger shot, I never pick what shot I'm going to actually get. I just grab one, and do you know what, sometimes I do think don't get ginger because it's the hardest one to drink, but ginger is so good for you. I actually should have got some fresh lemons, some fresh ginger, and so I can have honey, lemon and ginger. I can't actually show you, but I got a Kaluna painted, it's blue. I spotted these a few times and I was going to get a few, and then today they had 1 pink, 1 blue and 2 yellow, and they were all reduced to 44p. I mean, it's half dead. I don't know if it's going to survive. I'm obviously going to try and make it survive, but for my plant pots I could have done with 2 or 3. So I should have got the pink and had pink and blue, or could have had pink, blue and yellow, but there was not many left. It's in the kitchen, it's not outside. It needs more watering because it's super dry. And you know when they're super dry and you put water in, it comes straight out. It takes a while to get it so it holds the water. So I got one of them. Have I done everything? Now there is a couple of missing things. There is oh, hold on. Yeah, lunch. So by the time I got to the hot section, it'd been stripped bare. I mean, it's payday, it's half term, do you know what I mean? So it was like, they had lots of chicken bits, I mean, half chickens and stuff, but I wanted like a sandwich or a sausage, well, I didn't want a sausage roll, I wanted like a bap, or a roll, or a batch, or whatever you call it for where you're from. And all they had left was about 2 pasties, and they were steak and potato with something pasties, and there was 1 brioche bun with sausages in, which I've had a couple of times. So I picked a pasty up and I picked up the sausage brioche bun thing. I had the sausage brioche bun and the pasty went elsewhere. So they're the only two things that are missing. I don't believe there's anything missing other than that dog, Treat. She's literally in the way, that's why I've had to stop here, because she's literally just having some kind of standoff with me here. But that's everything that I've got that isn't in the fridge. I mean, there's things here that should have gone in the fridge, but I didn't see them when I was unpacking the bag. So I will put the rest of the contents up in a few days as a part 2. So if you want to see the other stuff, there's not like masses of stuff. But if you'd like to see that, you know what to do. If you're new to my channel or you watch my videos but you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification button to get an alert when I upload next. Hope you all have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for watching.